possibilities are much more wide open. Since the first digit of those numbers can be a lot of things and still work. Well, I think let's try plugging in possibilities for this first number and see what happens. So we got a 4, because I think it's the most restrictive. It might not be, but we'll see. So we can fill in the whole number. That's 2,800 plus our 7 times 15, which is 105. So if we have 29... If we make the first digit of in front of the 7 a 3, no, it has to be an even digit. If we made it a 4, it'd be too big. So it has to be a 2. It's the only possibility. We have 830 at the bottom. And now we have 12 plus whatever this is. We carry 1. So we get a 1 here. And we get 2 more than whatever this digit is at the bottom. Now, we actually have a problem, though. And that is that we can't fill the last digit because 3 times 415 is more than 3 times 415 is 1245. 5 times 415, 5 times 415 works. So maybe we don't have a problem. Let's plug that in. 7 times 415 is the one we already put in there, and 9 is going to be 3,700 and something. But this one's pretty nice. It gives 2075 across the top. This gives us a 2. We have our carry of 1 here. We have 4 here. And I think that all works. All right, let's... So I think we've got a solution, but we should confirm that there's not some other solution. Actually, I backtracked a little too much because I still had more possibilities for the 7. If the first digit is 3, then we get 2205. This digit 4 is again too big, so we have to have a 2 again. And we're going to have trouble because now this is only 630 at the bottom. We can't get our carry. So that's no good. If we put a 2 here, now we have 15. And then we need to have a 4 here in order to have a even vaguely possibly a large enough number. We've got 860 at the bottom. And I think we're going to have trouble with our carry again. So these add up to 101, but we need to have at least 111 down here, and this other number can't make enough. And the first digit here is 115. We can't even make 1,000 in the second partial product, so let's get rid of that. We'll put in the 9, the 4, and some number. Let's put in the 4 again. Like we did last time, run 3 possibilities. So that's 36, 396, and 45 is 4,005. Well, that's no good. We can't have another 0. So we'll put a 3 up there. And now we're going to end up with 3105. And the next number at the bottom is not going to work. We're going to end up with 2 times this number, 690. And this other number is not going to be big enough to make our required 111 at the bottom. If we put a 2 here, this one's a little more promising because now we can put a 4 as the first digit of the other factor. And then we've got 2205, if I've done that math right. Um, 980 at the bottom. And now at least we have a big enough number that this might work. Can we make this 0 work? No, we can't, because 5 times this is 1,200 and something. 7 times it is going to be 7 times is going to be 14 to 8. 1,700 and something, and 9 times it is a number that's already there. So none of them work for the first partial product with that set. Oops, what was that? Oh, somehow I hit a key that made this go to 10%. All right. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, so what I was trying to do was put a 1 up here, which might make something possible. We get 1305 in the middle product. We get, what number is going to be large enough to make this bottom work without it overflowing? I guess a 6 is the only possibility. 8's clearly too large, and 4 is clearly too small. So we have 600 and 840 and 870. And that's borderline again, because now we need this number to be 11. So that's not going to work. And that was it. That was the last possibility. So we know that the answer that we found is the only one. The answer that I copied on the right. And Google confirms a calculator that 415 times 275 is 114125, confirming that I did my math right. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed the show.